Hare Krishna. So Krishna is speaking about the soul transmigration. So he has given a good amount of details in Shloka number 8. Now let's see Shloka number 9 with some more details. Shrotram chakshuhu sparshanam cha rasanam granameva cha adhisthaya manaschayam vishayanupasevate. So here Krishna is saying that adhisthaya, so he's talking about being situated in a particular body. He gets or obtains certain senses. Which senses he's talking about? Shrotram, ears; chakshuhu, eyes; sparshanam, touch, skin; rasanam, tongue; granam, smelling power, the nose. So in this way, he gets these different senses, and all of them are grouped across the manaha, mind. And then it is said, cha ayam, that he, vishayan upasevate, getting these particular senses, he enjoys what? Certain sense objects. So again, a very nice shloka which gives nice details about the soul transmigration. So let's try to understand this now, a bit technical. Now, in one life, the person has got many desires. So depending on those desires, his consciousness gets modified. Now see, when the rainwater falls from the sky, the rainwater is pure. But as soon as it touches the ground, it becomes muddy. Similarly, when it comes to us, since we are spirit, soul, part and parcel of Krishna, we are pure. And consciousness is a symptom of soul. So consciousness is also pure. But then as soon as the living entity, the pure living entity comes in touch with matter, what happens? The consciousness gets contaminated. And in every life, what is happening? In every life, the consciousness gets contaminated in a different way. And gets contaminated by various desires that we have to enjoy or exploit this material world in different ways. So people want to do so many things. Like for example, people want to fly. People want to do scuba diving. And then there are people who want to eat anywhere and everywhere, whatever they get. Anything that is crawling, flying or walking, people want to kill that and eat. So consciousness gets deteriorated because they have so many different desires. And then depending on those desires and a contaminated consciousness accordingly, what happens? The person gets a body in the next life, which is in accordance to his desire and contaminated consciousness. So like for example, a person who wants to eat anything and everything, lead a very, very sinful life. Okay, next life, the hog body is ready, where the person will eat stool. And without any distinction of mother, sister and daughter, will have sensual pleasures. And then a person wants to fly, a person wants to do scuba diving, whatever like that. Intense desire he has. Okay, so Lord will give natural wings to fly like birds. And if a person wants to fly at night, will become a bat. Yes. And then if he wants to do whatever in the waters, yes, now Lord will give a specific body called fish. So in this way, depending on our desires, our consciousness gets contaminated, and that actually decides our next body. And this is actually the favor of the Lord. See how much the Lord does for all of us. We have a desire, and Lord is like, okay, my living entity, my child has this desire. Okay, let me tell the material nature. Okay, create a body to fulfill its desire. And the material nature, she has now 84 lakh species. Different species are there. And whatever desire we have, she maps that to a particular body and she sends us there. So more than a punishment here is the fulfillment of our desire that is taking place. So human form is not meant for just eating, sleeping, mating, defending. When a person does only these 4 activities, eating, sleeping, mating and defending, which animals also do, his consciousness gets affected, contaminated. Because human life is meant for something higher. He has to inquire for some higher things. about various spiritual subject matters and do various spiritual activities with proper choice and determination. So when that is done, he's doing justice to the human form. And then accordingly his desires would be. So it's very important that we should see what our desires are. We should self-introspect and analyze what is my current desire. And if our desire is not proper, we should beg and pray to the Lord and purify our desire. And obviously, anyone who is practicing bhakti, their desires are purified. Or to be more precise, their material desires are replaced by the spiritual desires. This is the power of bhakti. We will no more try to hanker for lower aspects of this world, but try to hanker for something which is beyond this world, that is going back home, back to Godhead. So in this way, when someone practices bhakti, even if his consciousness is very contaminated, just by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Cheto Darpana Marjanam happens. That is, his consciousness is cleansed. And when his consciousness is cleansed, when he gets that intense hankering to attain Krishna, yes, at the end of life he goes to spiritual world and no more he gets different bodies in the material world with specific set of senses for enjoying specific set of sense objects. So in this way, Krishna has made it very clear for us that depending on our desire, we'll get a specific set of senses which will enjoy specific set of sense objects. Like for example, a hog. A hog, even if rasgulla is given to the hog will not like. But if stool is given, it will eat very nicely, enjoy. Why? Because the sense that is given to the hog will enjoy a specific set of sense object, and here it is stool for it and not rasgulla for sure. So in this way, here it is given that real consciousness is Krishna consciousness. When therefore one is situated in Krishna consciousness, he is pure. He is in pure life. But if his consciousness is adulterated by some type of material mentality, in the next life he gets a corresponding body. He does not necessarily get a human body again. He can get the body of a cat, dog, hog, demigod, or one of many other forms, for there are 84 lakh species. Now Krishna has given a proper view of the transmigration. See, this transmigration is so complicated. So many parameters are taken into consideration, and this is happening from time immemorial. But now the question is, when so many things are happening, why is it that people are not able to recognize and understand what's happening? This particular question, Krishna is going to answer in the next shloka. So let's see that in the next video. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna